think we can easily imagine a world in the not super distant future where everybody's got a better life than people have today. If everybody has access to abundant amounts of really high quality intelligence, and they can use that tools to create whatever they want to do, use that tool to create whatever they want to do.
It was a damn shame. Back then, I found myself questioning the artificial intelligence that I had to my name.
Yo, hey dude, wanna check out my chatbot?
The more I learned about Chatbot Builder AI, the more I realized that I knew nothing.
What is going on, Chatbot Builders? Ryan here, and happy Valentine's Day. They tried to keep me away from y'all, but you know, the love is real in CBB world, and it's gonna take more than a funky restream connection to keep me away from you. Mwah. How are y'all doing? Ryan here with Chatbot Builder, and we are gonna have some fun like always. I hope you enjoyed that little short there. For those of you that there's my man John. I'm going to play that thing one more time since we've got some people coming back in here, because legitimately we spent some time on this thing just to make you smile and to go fast and furious with our AI skills, baby. And we got the Funk Ryan McNasty in the house. And I want you to, again, pay attention to this part. When Sam gets on this screen, y'all need to really pay attention to what he's saying now. I cut very, very little gaps, but it's not to, the chronological story of what he said has not been altered at all. Now, obviously, for the effect. Just tune in here, and then we'll get on to the training. And it's not going to be a long one tonight. I know I always say that, but I assure you, it's Valentine's Day, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we're having fun, and gotta say what's up to my man Clay. Hey, want to check out my chatbot? Let's get it one more time.
I think we can easily imagine a world in the not super distant future where everybody's got a better life than people have today. If everybody has access to abundant amounts of really high quality intelligence, and they can use that tools to create whatever they want to do, use that tool to create whatever they want to do.
It was a damn shame. Back then, I found myself questioning the artificial intelligence that I had to my name.
Yo, hey dude, wanna check out my chatbot?
The more I learned about Chatbot Builder AI, the more I realized that I knew nothing.
I tell you what, man. Find you another company that's gonna do all that for you on Valentine's Day. Not only that, I'm spending my evening with you, an intimate evening. It's intimate. But I'll tell you what, boy, I swear, if you're not having fun with what you're doing, life sucks. And I swear, I hope every single one of y'all experiences the feeling of doing what you want to do, not what you just have to do. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, obviously, but I'm telling y'all, it is unreal. I'm so pumped to see all the regulars here, but especially this lady right here, Miss Muir. I'll tell you what, y'all. The emails that I get, I truly never thought this was a thing when people became, and now we're not that here, but I always kind of got frustrated with people that didn't email me back, throughout the time I've had email, which has been a long time at this point. I'm 34. I've had email for the majority of my life. And at this point, we can all agree, I feel like, unless you've done some secret ninja magic I don't know about, our inboxes stay pretty full. In the past 13 months, my inbox is probably times 100. No joke. I mean, I probably get 10 emails every few minutes. Like 10 every few minutes. Like by the time I've read one, I've already got 3 more. That said, it's tough to get to everyone. But I know everyone that contributes, and I know all the community members because I read pretty much everything. And even if I can't respond immediately, what I found is there's just legitimately just not enough time during the day to do all of the messaging that is expected in a way. This is the problem that we will solve in a massive way. And it's a very powerful technology here. And this is intimidating to a lot of people. It's intimidating to everyone. Let's be honest. If this doesn't intimidate you, there's might be something going on here you need to check up on. But this lady right here, Mir, she is a triple OG and stays live in the chat. And she slayed a live demonstration on how to control the world's most advanced artificial intelligence publicly on Facebook, on a Facebook page that she made to show the world what she can do, because she's one of the very few people in the entire world that can do what she's done. And it's incredible. And the fact that, everyone can follow clicks, okay? So you can follow along clicking in a video. But to freestyle it, this is something that even if you think you can, until you've actually done it, don't talk. Because it is difficult. And I joke about the millions of you that join me during the evenings or during the way early in the mornings or whenever we do these things. It's not so easy, I can assure you. And for her, who is, she is for real, probably one of the people, if I'm looking in a lineup of people of who is going to be the AI king or queen, I don't know if I'd identify her as that one, but that's the coolest part about this era that we're in. People that haven't dedicated their entire adult life to a field can actually jump into this thing and legitimately make and break every record in the book, because you've got the world's most powerful technology backing you. And so when you hear these stories of like perseverance and persistence and achieving big goals or just major milestones, these are the things I think about all the time, like the different milestones to make sure that we're on the right track, all of us, between our internal goals and your goals, what the technology is available today allow us to do. I try to stay up to date here, but man, I'll tell you, you just got to do it. And she did it. I think she got more comments and more likes on that one video than any of our lives on Facebook, at least. And it just made me just feel so good to have her say she won a client right after that video. Because what have I been asking? I've been begging you guys, and it's not for me. Believe me, it's not. We're Gucci. We're Gucci Mane. We want you to be Gucci Mane. And the only way that you're going to really, really see your full potential, in my eyes, is putting yourself out there in video format right now when it comes to AI. Every day, there are legitimately millions of people seeking out specific AI-related information. That number gets smaller as you get more specific, but the intent also gets greater. And so when you've got someone looking up something very specific to learn how to do this or that, and it just so happens that you're the video, the web page, the blog, whatever, that shows up to save the day, something happens, man. And I'm telling you, there's not another way that I know that will allow you to build the relationship that's required to make a transaction happen. And who taught us this? I forget, what do you call this here? Call it a triple play here from the Bot Queen. The Bot Queen says, and this is something that I took to heart. The first time I heard it, it just stuck. Boy, I tell you. She said, people do business with who? Who they know, like, and trust. So tell me, as a software company, or even as a digital marketing agency, been both, how else can you build a relationship with people that are across the world, man? There's not another way that you can have someone who you cannot physically see, in my opinion, at least physically, like, be in the same place. There's not a easy way to allow someone to know you, to allow them to like you, and to get them to trust you than video. And right now is a critical time, because I think in the next 12 months, all of the barriers that one level of motivated people will be broken down. I think the whole thing is going to be so saturated, man. And that is something that we want to avoid. The reason we go so fast is to capture ground. Okay, there's a lot of bigger companies losing ground right now. This is going to continue to happen. The larger the company is, the slower that they are forced to move. We will never, I would never said this before, I'm going to fully drop it out there. It's the total opposite of what some people have done. We will never have more than 10 employees in this company, ever, because it's not necessary. And why is that? Well, I experience this every single day throughout the day, and I track this stuff in my mind. The businesses that have, that I either deal with directly or just interact with as a consumer, the ones that have adopted some form of artificial intelligence or some form of automation, they're the ones that will last. The ones that don't will have their doors shut. This is just a thing. I truly believe that that's the way everything is going. People want things cheaper, faster, better. Well, AI is becoming, in the same capacity, more affordable, more tangible, and we're making it easier to do things that are very difficult. I see on LinkedIn people post from other founders, because they're big over there. They post these things that we've been doing for over a year now. We're doing things that the camp at OpenAI has, I believe, they have no idea how we've done this. I know they're watching very closely, which is awesome. We love those guys. We love all of our partners that we deal with. But we're doing something very, very special here. I have got to give a lot of the credit to YouTube. So with that, congratulations to you, Mir. You're legitimately incredible. And I think that you should be blushing, because you're a freaking rock star. You just outshine so many people. Where'd all those influencers go? They're probably hiding, because they're not giving any value. They're not actually helping people get sales. They're gone till the next thing. And instead, we're staying on the same track. And so instead, we're seeing winners, and we're seeing people get new clients, more clients, first clients, or we're seeing people with their own businesses just truly optimize. Okay, and there are quite a few business owners that do use the tool. They're not quite as active in our Facebook groups and our Discord. Many of them actually go into the prompt engineering section, drop it like it's hot in the prompt spot, what, and they just let it ride, and it runs, and it just goes, which is legitimately how we designed it to work. But for the actual folks that want to really make a huge impact and not just utilize the tool as a service, but instead create your own SaaS or micro SaaS on top of our platform, this is the way to go. Trust me, this is the way to go. If you can just figure out what industry or niche, if that's the way you like to go, what do you align with? There's a lot of people that might be in sports. There's a lot of folks that are interested in helping out the office setting. What I would recommend is pay very close attention to what the big providers are telling us. And OpenAI is very, very clear. They're not worried about Terminator, okay? When we're talking about scary, powerful AI, what they're talking about, legitimately, guys, what we make, that's what they're concerned with. And I'll tell you why. What we're doing is extremely powerful and advanced stuff. It might not seem this way because we've made it so easy. You can create a $10,000 chatbot in a day on your iPhone. I swear. And this is on a cheaper end, okay? When you have an ongoing contract to perform X services for a business, this is at a scale where you've told your employee what to do. He or she, whatever you've designed it to be, does it perfectly. Doesn't fail. And so then what do? Well, you have that formula and you bring it to the next spot, the competitor maybe. This is the thing, unless you're in a non-compete, which I very strongly advise each and every one of you to not. You run your own terms. I don't get into that game, but if you do, play it well. That's what I'll say there. If you can just get into one good spot, and for a restaurant-focused person, this is never going to be a one-spot shot ever, as your biggest moment, or even your first moment shouldn't be. I don't think this is going to be an uphill battle. You've got to go for the neck, man. Go for the biggest restaurant group, the biggest hotel restaurant management company in your city, or the city you want to do business in. This is the way you go about it, and you make a lot of transactions happen versus just one. That's what you don't want. If you can get one restaurant management company, for example, where they own 10 plus locations, money. They're going to understand marketing better. You're going to already be dealing with a deeper set of pockets. And if you've got one marketing director for the whole group, like I've been in the position for many years, you're only dealing with one person who then has to coordinate all the stuff that you're doing. So it's genius when you can run it that way. A lot of people make the mistake of going to the local mom and pop burger joint, and they don't have $500 to give you every month. And they're not going to necessarily see the value, and you might not know how to produce the value just yet. But when you know, and you're going to learn, and there's not a one, this is the way to do it exactly, been defined yet. There's not an off-the-shelf, here you go, you're done. So chatbot builders are going to be required. We have what I believe the greatest job security from now on going forward, because we can do whatever we want to do. We can solve every problem we want to solve. And the world's a big place. It's a small world, right? But it's a giant place, man. There's so much going on. But anyways, we won't get too deep into any more of that. But I want to show you some cool things here. We're going to talk about some functions. It's Function February. And we are going to learn about some functions. So let's start sharing our screen here. Let's do the entire screen over here. How are y'all doing today, boy? I swear. Every day is a good day, they say. All right, cool. Let's see. Make sure I'm not so crooked. All right, so we will be launching our new site on March 1st. The team has been working extra hard on that. Shout out especially to Asta and Wendy. It is going to be a killer site. But for now, we're still on the original guy here, the old guy. This is actually version number 3. We went through a couple websites for sure in 2023. And I'll tell you, the first one I put up was almost embarrassing, but I just had this idea and I had to get it out, and bam, it just took off. And it's working. And it's powering nearly a billion We're going through nearly 1 billion tokens a month. That's a lot of talking, y'all. It's a lot of functioning going on there. And so we got the tier 5 status, which is the highest you can go with OpenAI. It means that you have the ability to serve the world, basically. I mean, you can go as hard as you can go. I mean, it's a very difficult limit to ever get close to. And we would be far away from that limit for a long time. But we've got the highest capacity that you can possibly have, which is great for everyone that wants to scale. And that's really what we want to focus on, is scooping up the market. And you guys are going to be the ones to benefit from this, because you're going to solve the problems. And our job now is to allow you to understand the best way to use this system to solve these problems at scale. And so thank you to everyone who has been very active in our Discord and our Facebook groups. And Wendy had a training earlier today. And so all of you guys that give us the good feedback, this is why we're the best, y'all, because we listen to you. We actually do care what you say. It's so funny to me. I think one reason that we're just so gangster is we're just so different. What I mean by that is, instead of the typical developer snootiness, I mean, I live on Hilton Head, man. So I'm around rich folks all the time. I see snooty people. These are my friends, those who a lot of cases. So like, it doesn't bother me, but I don't like. It's so funny to see how people act. Anyway, we won't get into. I'll just show you guys some things. How about that? We're gonna make us the Honda bot in honor of the Fast and the Furious intro. We're gonna make Honda AI. That is what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump right into this thing, and we're gonna make some functions. And so the first thing we'll do, hear that little sound right there, we're gonna sign up. And in this case here, we'll make Honda bot. Honda, let's do AI Chatbot. How about that? We're creating a brand new account. Now we already have a profile, so we're signed in, but now we're creating a brand new account. This is a free 3-day trial account, and we got nothing going on, totally blank. We're going to fix that right now. And what we are going to want to do is go to our settings section here, integrations, and make sure you have your official prompt engineering hat. Otherwise it won't work. Just kidding. But you go to your prompt engineering section, and here is where you're going to start making some decisions. And so the easiest thing to do is to click on edit right here where it says prompt engineering. And you can see you've got business information, your prompt, what you're prompting the AI to do as the admin of the account, or you can choose assistant, but you don't have an assistant made yet. In this case, what we can do is just something very simple. We'll say, you are Honda AI, a highly advanced chatbot for Honda automobiles. All right. And so what do we want it to do? Your goal is to assist customers who visit the website or who call in on the phone number or who chat with you in social media inboxes on Facebook or Instagram. Period. Customers will contact you through these various channels. Period. Always respond in helpful but short sentences with a maximum of 2 sentences to keep all responses very short. Period. And so now what we've done is we've started basically working with the 5 P's of prompt engineering. You've got your people, you've got your profile, you've got your purpose. We're going to have some persistency here. I will say ChatGPT 3.5, 16K Turbo, the newest model, the one that you guys all get immediately when you sign up. is so gangster, y'all. People don't give it enough credit. This thing is a beast. It is a true beast, and they keep upgrading it and they keep making it faster. It's amazing. I think actually, and Kelly sent me a message too, I think 2 days in a row, the highest tier GPT-4 may have had some API problems. We haven't had so many reports on this. You'll be able to always tell if there's an issue with OpenAI in your error log. But that's something to watch if you're doing some super advanced stuff and you're using GPT-4. But very few people are. You don't, for what we are doing, in my opinion, with the way that we can have our prompts actually be prompt chains, we can do pretty much anything we want to do. It's not so difficult when you don't need to have GPT-4 for 99%, maybe not 99%, for like 90% of things, 95. Still, for most things, you're totally Gucci with just 3.5. Always respond in helpful but short sentences. And what else we wanted to do? What do we want to do? And we'll say, I think that's all for now. We're going to remove the function to connect user to human. This, essentially, though, by default, if you've got this turned on, what will happen is if the customer says, I need to speak to a person, or I'd like to speak to a human in any language, this will be picked up. And so we run an internal function to turn off the AI and transfer the conversation over to the inbox. That's what happens if you leave that turned on. We're going to create some functions next. But for right now, we can see that we're on 16K. We're going to leave the temperature here. And if I'm not mistaken, they've actually, I don't know how this even occurred, but up until like 2 weeks ago, because I look every day, pretty much every day I'm on OpenAI's website and somewhere digging, really. But I swear, they've never had us go past 0.9. 1 was as high as you could go as far as temperature was concerned. However, we've seen documentation that implies you could go to 2. I don't recommend this. Anything past like 8, you're going to get pretty much crap from what I've seen. But we did, one of our power users, we were on a really late night session here, and we cranked the thing up all the way, and just to see what would happen, and it was absurd. It was absolutely crazy sounding, especially if you had audio involved. And so we were playing with 11 labs, right? Because we were trying to do a very specific task that I won't mention, but it was very specific, and we decided to like boost the creativity. And I wanted to just hop on and check something in the documentation, like get it from them. And I noticed, I was like, holy smokes, this thing they say you go to 2.0. We've never gone past 0.1 because that's as high as you can go. Technically, I guess you could, but I think anything past 0.5, you're going to get, it's going to do less of what you want. It's going to have more of a mind of its own. That's the best way I can describe it to you. If you were to put this thing to like 0.1, this thing going to do, this is going to do exactly the same thing every time. Zero creativity. It's going to be very, very consistent. 0.5 is where we'll keep it, and it's going to be fine. We don't need to worry about max tokens because we control the end result here. Always respond in helpful but short sentences with a maximum of 2 sentences to keep all responses very short. I can even say 95% of the time there should be only 1 short sentence, most likely. If the person is looking for technical support or troubleshooting, it's really the only time you need to respond with more than 2 sentences. You have, in fact, been trained to assist with service at a very basic level related to Honda vehicles only. Cool. So this is just further instructions, and we're saying unless it's technical support, don't be chatty, sir, ma'am. Honda AI guys, what I should have named this thing. All right, so we just made our first prompt. Now the next thing we can do is check this thing out. So let's do that. And we can do that by going to flows. We have flows created for you already. These are your flows to break down, re-engineer, reverse engineer, make mo better, make yours, okay? The one that we'll start with could be the AI welcome message right here. Very, very basic stuff. We've got 2 blocks. This is creating JSON code for you. And the JSON code that we create is getting sent to whatever channel you've selected. So in this case, we've got 1 block that's an action block. And this is going to generate text from OpenAI based on what we've said to do. And that text is going to get saved and stored into a custom field, a cuff, and then saved, then displayed to the user, the end user who's messaging the page here. So in this block, we'll double click it to select it, click it again to open it. You don't need to double click, click once, click twice. 1, 2. Then click OpenAI here, and you can see all the different things we can do with OpenAI, which is a lot of different things. We've got the generate text basic, which is what we're defaulted to. We have an advanced mode, which will allow you to refine the input and output how you want. The assistant feature, which we'll also look at, allows you to have the ability to have the bot read documents, for example, like PDFs, generating an image, speech to text, text to speech, and then you've got your delete message history here. I sometimes call it clear conversation history. Same thing. I named the flow that one time and it just stuck in my head. But this deletes the conversation history between OpenAI and your bot and the user. Okay, so there's a lot of things happening. In this case, we're all good. We don't need to do anything else right now. All we're doing is saying by default, you're a helpful assistant for whatever you've named your account. And your goal is to say welcome on behalf of whatever you named your account in a friendly tone and ask how you can help. Okay, so this is what we are prompting OpenAI to provide a message to your user based on these instructions. It's getting saved right here. Gucci, Gucci. Continue. And so now here in the next block, we're just displaying this custom field. So whatever OpenAI has generated on our behalf is now being displayed. Okay, so and really could have them all in just one block if you wanted. And in fact, that's the way I would normally do it, but it's just to have a visual for you guys to understand a little bit better. So we'll hit publish, and you can then hit preview. Now there's a lot of ways to do things here. You can get a publish link, you could get a draft link, you could get a publish link here, you could hit preview here, you could hit preview here, you could really do a lot of different things. In this case, it's going to be a very specific node if you click on a block. If you click on the preview button here, this is going to send you to a different route. This is something that a lot of folks don't understand well because we haven't explained it well. But you'll always be able to understand what's going on when you're looking at the URL. When you see this URL like this, this is not going to be, this is really for testing purposes when it's this crazy looking, okay? This is, you're testing this. We'd hit preview. So this is not a, it could be it is a published flow, but it's a preview of that flow, okay? So it's not the same thing as grabbing the link. The best thing to do is use an entry point link when you're actually implementing your actual flow or your bot somewhere in the wild. So, welcome. How can I assist you today? I'm going to say, who are you? Who are you? Look how fast that thing is, boy. I'm Honda AI. I'm here to help you with any questions you have about Honda vehicles. Sweet. That's all I'm going to say. That thing is instant, dude. It's faster than ChatGPT, boy. I swear. I'm glad you think so. How can I assist you further? I'm going to say, I heard y'all have a fast car called a Civic. Is that true? Let's see if OpenAI knows anything. Yes. The Honda Civic is known for its sporty performance and it's available in different trim levels, including the SI and the Type R. Okay, cool. The sportier models. Whoa. I had a Civic when I was in high school. I love that car. It was so much fun. So it knows who it is supposed to be. It knows it is the Honda AI bot. It knows. Let's ask it. I'm considering a Hyundai as well as a Honda. Prove to me that I should go with your brand. Let's see what it can do. Honda vehicles are known for their reliability, fuel efficiency, and resale value. With a wide range of models to choose from and strong reputation for quality, Honda is a great choice for your next vehicle. Awesome. So we can see that it is staying on brand, it's staying on track. Now let's do something fun. So what we'll do is, I've actually done a little bit of work for you. You don't have to sit here and watch me do all the things. 1 second while I pull up some Google Sheets action here. And I've got a spreadsheet, and I'll explain it. Okay, cool. So here we go. So check it out. You guys can see the screen. So I've got just a few different pages here, or a few different sheets here in this workbook called Honda AI Leads. And one is going to be for leads, which is what we're going to become. One is going to be for videos, okay? And one is going to be to show the actual inventory that they have. Or these are the new vehicles that they sell. These are the ones that are on their website. And so I used a tool called Browse AI, Browse.ai, I believe is what it's called. I think this is what it is right here. Yes. So Browse AI. And so this is going to allow you to extract data, which we work with all these same integrations here. This is a very cool little, I forgot who showed me this, but this is a very cool, it might have been Mr. Pilgrim. It's a cool little deal here they have. And so to explain how this worked is I went and I made a bot here. It's different than our bots. These are like actual invisible bots, and they're not customer facing. And so what this has done is it will run the task that I've assigned, and it is grabbing information from the URL I provided, which is this URL right here actually. If I paste that URL here, we should see the different vehicles. And so what I did, I went down to vehicles here, all vehicles, okay? And so from here, I was able to grab, because this kind of sucked to do manually, you know. I mean, I remember back in 2019, I would hire people to do this sort of thing for menus until I could really have the perfect script for this site or that site I was going to scrape the menu from. OpenTable was a really good source, but in this case, I was able to grab the information. So I grabbed the image, the title, the MSRP, the price, the MPG, miles per gallon, and I got the explore or the buy link. Okay, so that is what we have here. They're all in different spreadsheets based on their category, just like the website here. So SUVs, crossovers, sedans, hatchbacks, SUVs, hatchback, sedan, same thing. I've got all the information here. Understood? If this is your business, you already have the information. Here I used a formula to combine everything. And here I've got just everything right here in the order that I want. Right? So everything's looking good. Right? So all good there. We're going to catch leads. We're going to send some videos. And we're going to show some inventory. These are the functions. The first function. Okay, let's do one that we've not seen before. This is one that my boy Lysander. By the way, dude, you got the coolest name probably in like cool name history. Lysander. Boy, I swear. That's a cool name. I hope you're watching right now too. You're laughing. we've got some videos here, and he just had the best idea. He messages me, he goes, dude, I got the best idea ever. I've got this thing on lock. I just need to know, what are the limits? He didn't want to check the documentation because I know it's in there. It's okay. Our bot should know this information too. This is a good test for my support team if you're watching, and they always do. I love my team. Happy Valentine's Day to you, CBB. One of you guys, you guys should ask our chatbot what the file limit is, and it should be 25 megabytes. That seems very, very small, because it is. We can't have you uploading gigabytes of video, unfortunately. We don't have that kind of spending power just yet. And it's not our business model, and there's better ways to do it. That's really the point. And in this case, is just what I'm going to show you. I've got a video here, a video about the Civic, and I've got a video here, a video about how to change oil. All right, and so we're going to make a function, and it's going to be related to, I'm interested in the Civic, and I want to see a video. Here is the link to the video. I'm going to show you every step. This is the video itself. I'm going to right click on it, copy the embed code. It is now on my clipboard. I can paste it in there and I can see it, right? So we got that. That is right here. So I'm going to copy this, and let's go back and let's make a new flow. This is going to be called Civic Video. Okay, and here what we'll do is very, very easy. You won't believe it. We're going to click add content, text, and paste. That's it. Done. This one is done. Civic video. Now let's do another one. We'll add oil change. How to change oil video. You see I'm naming this flow is very important. How to change oil video. And I'm going to grab that embed. Boom. Add content, text, paste. I'm done. All right. Perfect. Publish. Now it's time to make our first function. We're going to go into settings, and let's see here. Do I have this thing ready? Do I have it ready? Bam. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. And so we'll go to integrations, prompt engineering, and we will click on edit our prompt, and we're going to have everything done in the prompt that we can. You're going to, I mean, if you're going to go full AI, which I recommend you do try. I mean, you've got to at least try it before you buy it. You've got to try it this way. This is the future. You're only going to need the flow builder in advanced situations. This is the thing you should try to do your best at understanding. These crazy spaghetti bowl flows are trash. You never need this. Every time you see this, you can understand. And I was very careful on not saying this stuff in the beginning of last year because I didn't want anyone to feel a certain way. But now I can say it safely. It's been a year of us pushing this slowly and then ramping up. Now we're like going full speed. No more spaghetti bowl flows, please. This is the wrong way. This is the bad way to do it. Bad. Big flow, bad. Little flow, good. That's the way to remember it. Big flow, bad. Big flow, bad. We need to make that. That needs to be a shirt. Big flow, bad. You don't want that. Big flows break. Okay? Little flows don't. They're very hard to break. It is very hard to break a single block flow. I can assure you this. Very difficult. It's going to work gosh darn every time you try it. Okay? But the more you add, the more weight, the more potential you're giving yourself to have a slight mess up, which we don't want. Okay? So please understand this. If you can, work it in the prompt. This is we have a whole section for prompt engineering. Take advantage of this thing, man. All right, cool. And so we've gotten the basics out of the way here, and we're going to get a little bit more specific now. And so we can indicate this with some hashtag signs and maybe something like important. If I can type. And I'm going to say something like this. If the user requests to see videos of the Civic, be sure to send the video flow they have requested to showcase this vehicle. If the user needs assistance with changing the oil in their vehicle, be sure to send the flow on how to change the oil. If the user expresses that they are interested in purchasing one of your vehicles, your goal is to kindly but persistently encourage this customer to provide their first name, last name, email, phone number, and zip code in order for Honda to have their top sales representative get in touch with them. It is required you do attempt to collect all of the details that have been listed. All right, bet. So let's add our first function, which is going to be to show the video. Continue. Looking good. We have our whole prompt here. So our prompt is good. We got our important stuff. We're going to have 3 functions right here. One's going to be to show the Civic video. One's going to be to change the oil video. And then if they say that they're interested in purchasing something, then we're going to send another flow, which we'll make here right now. So we can have all the flows made and all the functions made in one go. How to change the oil, Civic video. We're going to do one more here. And this is going to be new lead. And again, this is going to be a very, very small flow. And it's going to do big boy things, playa. Big boy things. Listen, we are missing an action here, bruh. We need Google Sheets. So we're going to back it on up and go to settings. We're going to do a little integration with Google Sheets. Click connect. We're going to choose our correct account. And I saw this earlier. Interesting. They say they're going to change the look. A new look is coming soon. I saw this on my iPhone earlier. A new look is coming soon. I thought this was our screen at first. I was like, who has been in our Google app besides me? But it was just Google. And they're alerting, I guess, everyone that's signing into Google from any third-party app that something new is coming. So that'll be interesting for us to know. All right. In this case, we were all good with our Google Sheet now. You can click Manage and add a sheet here. This is something new. We can take this link, copy it, and call this Honda AI. Paste that bad boy. All right, so that should be good there. We see our spreadsheet is there, in there like swimwear. And so now we can go to flows. Go to this new lead flow, and we will now see the Google Sheet action is ready and waiting, just like your Valentine's Day date. We're going to click on that Google Sheet button. It's so beautiful. Click it one good time and send that data playa to Honda AI. Click the worksheet that we're going to send the leads to, which I'll only give you one guess. It's leads, and this is the one that you might not get. This is how to get the date in CBB. In this case, it's going to be the last interaction. This is a custom field, a system field that's already built into every account. Okay, so last interaction. Everything else here, you're going to know how to get. First name, last name, email, phone, no zip code. So we have to make that custom field. We'll click save. And we'll click back. And let's go to custom fields here and add. So we'll call this one zip. Okay. We'll go back to our flow, to new lead, to complete the flow, and we should be good to go. Now zip will be available. Okay. And so this is going to be, we'll still make this a one block flow. It'll still just be one block. It'll just have two elements within the block. So we'll have the Google Sheets action occur, and then we'll do a text block to the user, and we'll say, let's do this. We'll be super advanced. Look, add content, actions, OpenAI. Ooh, what did you do there? I liked it. We're going to move this right here so that we just swapped the position. And we're going to just instruct the AI to say thank you. Say thank you for providing your contact information, and that Honda's top sales representative in your area will be in contact soon. All right. And we're going to add a new custom field that will house the contents of this answer that's being generated. And so we'll call this thanks for the thank you message. Thank you message. I've got to get out of the habit of making the giant custom field names myself. Thank you message. And that's all we need to do. We see that it's here. That's the custom fields that we're looking for. And so because it's the most recent one, it should be the last one that you see. Or just type it in. Thanks for your feedback. And so another thing that we'll do is we'll add a tag. We're doing all the things here. Add a tag, a hot lead. And then we'll also do something else here. Go to actions, log a custom event, new lead captured. All right. So what's happening here? This is still one block, but this is doing more than your mama. What's happening here? The individual, the customer, in this instance will have expressed interest in a vehicle. And so the AI's job is then to what? Do you remember? You paying attention? It's going to be to collect their first name, last name, email, phone number, and zip code. And once all those pieces of information have been collected, we're going to send that information to Google Sheets. You can send that to a CRM outside of us if you wanted to, whatever you want to do. But in this case, I'm just showing the function of doing this through AI. And the information gets sent to Google Sheets. Then we generate a thank you message because we've sent the Google Sheets information. Boom, that's done. What's next in the flow? What's next in the order of operations? Boom, it's the OpenAI action where we're just saying, tell the customer thank you. Say thank you. And then we're showing this element here, thanks for the feedback. Then we're tagging this person. Then we're logging this event. And then we will add one more element. It'll be actions notify admin. And we'll say here, I'm the only admin of this account. And we'll say new lead alert. And we can say full name just became a new lead. Okay. And there'll be a button that we're going to have sent to us via email. This is going to actually send an email along with any other notification channel that you've set up. And when you first get an account, it's only just going to be an email alert until you've added more things. We'll hit publish here. And that's looking good. And so this is what flows is the new lead flow. New lead. All right, so all this is happening in one block. So now we've got all the things we need to complete our functions. Function. So integrations, prompt engineering. Functions. Time to add them, baby. Let's click add. And so let's call this one new lead. Okay. Allows users to provide their contact information so that who are interested in purchasing a vehicle. allows allows users to provide their contact information who are interested in purchasing a vehicle. Perfect. What data do we want to collect here? So we're going to do let's do the, what are we looking for here? What are we looking for? Date. Right? Oh, we don't need that part. We don't need that part. We just need our first name, last name, email, phone, zip. That's all we need, baby, right there. So I always work on the right side first. This is where my brain works. In this area here, we're going to set up the system fields here, and we're going to define them, okay? Every single word that you put in this box is extremely important, guys. Otherwise, your functions won't work. What we're doing is something very unique, and I'll go ahead and explain what we're doing. And it's gangster that I'm even doing this, because this is like the secret sauce that most like CTOs would get fired for saying. But what we're saying is, like, try it yourself, competitors. Try it because you're very unlikely to figure it out from what we've seen over the past 13 months. Like, what I thought was some of the most talented teams, they have gotten stuck on this OpenAI jazz. Boy, they just can't get it. I don't know if they're so slow moving, and you guys don't even know the companies I'm speaking about in this case. I know some very, very smart, what I consider to be smart companies. Boy, they're slow. I'm talking about, boy, we're so far ahead. User's first name. Okay, user's last name. User's email. User's phone number. User's zip code. All right, so we got all the things defined. Everything here is matching up really, really well. Okay, so a new lead allows users to provide their contact information who are interested in purchasing a vehicle. And here's all the information we want. Here's what it's been defined as to be saved as in the system. And then we're going to send a flow, and that is the new lead flow. All right, and we don't need any output message because we already have handled that within our flow. Function number 1 done. Add another one. Let's do showcase. Let's do Honda Civic showcase video. Here we're going to say allows the user to receive a video related to their request and Honda automobiles. In this case, we're not collecting any information. What we're looking for is for the AI to detect the intent. And so when the user is wanting to receive a video, we already told the instructions in our prompt when they're asking for a video to send the video flow. In this case, we've made one, but you can make as many as you would like. That's what's amazing about functions. You can just go as big as you want to go. Use your prompt to help guide your functions, and it will work. And so when someone is asking about a showcase video, they're interested in the Civic, we're going to send the Civic video flow. Continue. Function number 2 done. Function number 3, oil change video. Allows the user to receive the how to change your oil video flow upon request. And do you see how short I'm being? This is all intentional. We have a habit in functions of being too wordy. There's a reason that there's a reason for everything. Trust me on that one. I have to say that. But trust me on that one. You can totally challenge anything. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not saying our way is the only way, but understand that everything that we're doing is like very, very intentional, down to the way the UI looks. Because let me tell you something. Try any of these legacy grandmama platforms. They can't operate on your phone. You live a mobile life, man or lady. Like, you can't be running around with your laptop all day. This is not feasible. I've lived that life. You don't want to live that life. It's not a good life. You don't want to be a slave to your own stuff, man. It's not a cool thing. So to be able to whip your phone out and perform a task upon when it's required is much nicer position to be in than to have to lug around a tablet or a worse laptop. This laptop does not leave my desk. It doesn't leave. I don't even need it. I love my iPhone for that because, I mean, this is basically a mini version of this computer in ways that many of you probably don't get. But this is incredible what you can do with your smartphone these days. And I always have been on this path. I can do most of my work now on just my phone. And it's crazy for the things I do. That iPhone is powerful, dude. So, oil change video allows you to receive the flow. Here's the oil change flow. Continue. All three have been created. So we'll go back to integrations and we'll do the easy part here. We'll go into our prompt engineering section. We'll just add the functions. Boom. Oil change video, new lead, Honda Civic Showcase. Continue. All right, so do we still have a tab open here? We sure do. Let's close this guy. Close this guy. Close this guy and this guy. All right. In our inbox, we've got just our conversation going on right here. Okay? And you can know that this is a preview because look how, remember, crazy URL. There's no guest here. This is you previewing your own bot. This is, I think, people get confused about this. This is you previewing. Okay, you're seeing the real thing, but it's a preview. So like, this contact is not meant for you to like consider staying like in your system. It's you, but you could make it work. Watch. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, are you still there? I really think I'm interested in that Hyundai I mentioned, but I do like the way those Civics look. Do you have any videos I could watch on the Civic that could help me make up my mind, bro? See if we get it right, baby. Boom! Function. Yes. Boom. Do you see? Thanks, dude. I'm sold. How can I get one today, right now? Function. There's another one. First name, last name, email, phone number, and zip code. Our top sales representative will be with you. Well, my name, it's Michael. ... Actually, it's Michael Jordan. The real one. Anyways, my phone number is 843-505-1657. My email is michael.jordan@yahoo.com. My zip code is 29910. Did you need any additional information from me, or can I get my Civic now? What a jerk, Michael Jordan. Function. Come on with it. Come on with it. I might have messed it up with that number there. I was really messing with it too. Let's see. Do we get it in there? Is it going to be in the leads? Boom, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Michael Jordan. All the stuff is there. That is what I'm talking about. Okay. But did we see it? We didn't get the rest of the flow. And so let's look and see why. So the new lead, add tag, Thanks for the feedback. I want to make sure that's the issue right there. Found it. Look. So I said thank you message. User error. Typical user. Thank you message is what we needed to click. I bet you somebody in the chat noticed that, and I didn't even see them. So now I should be able to say thank you message, and now it will work. So watch this. Let's see how good the AI really is. Hey, bro. You know I was just playing, right? My name's not really Michael. If you like to provide me your actual information, this will be a good test. Let's do this. Everything is correct except my first name and last name, which is... Let's see if it remembers. Can it get everything and send me everything again? Thank you, Ryan Baggott, for confirming your details. Our Honda representative will be in touch with you shortly. Okay, so it didn't send. We've already got it there. So let's force it. Okay. Let's do this. So we'll say, I know I've got 2 emails for sure. That happened because we got the output there. I'm sure of that. Let's do this. You know what? Before I make a choice, I need to understand how easy it is to maintain. For instance, how do I change the oil in a Civic? Let's see, will it get it? Boom! Function number 2, boy. That's what I'm talking about, playa. Thing's perfect, playa. Man, come on. Perfect. So function number 2, perfect. So we've got all, that was number 3. We got all the functions working. Let's do a bonus round. Thanks, dude. That Civic is top G. Fireball. Come on, man. That Civic is top G. I got it. It's a gangster car. It's a gangster car. The Honda Civic is a popular choice known for its style and performance. If you'd like to see more, I can show you a showcase video. That's what we just saw. That's amazing, dude. Okay, and so the next thing, and the last thing that we'll do, is we'll show some inventory. So let's click add, and we'll say inventory. Inventory. And this is a really cool bonus flow that you could also run as a function. Of course, because it's function February. This is going to be a very small flow. We're going to click on Actions, Google Sheets, and in this case, we can this time choose Generate a Dynamic Gallery. By the way, these are all of our Google Sheets actions. Lots of good stuff here. But generating a dynamic gallery is especially amazing. We've already got our spreadsheet, and we just need to now go to our inventory tab. And so we'll need a lookup if we want to get specific, but we don't have to have one for the gallery. It's not required. If you are going to ask questions, and I think Ruben might do a video, shout out to Ben from the CBB team. He may be doing his first video for us, if Asta and Wendy encourage him enough, maybe. It's a joke, but he's gotten gangster with the Google Sheet stuff. He's our meta guy. on staff as well. He's a like top-notch expert, kind of known all around the world at this point, and very, very smart dude. He was like, for me, it was early in the morning. For him, it was late at night. He was showing the most gangster Google Sheet functions you can imagine related to the car demo bot everyone has been buzzing about. There's a lot of people that seem to be interested in this. In fact, it was one of the first places that I had pretty much nailed down right in 2020 before the pandemic, and that was one of the biggest deals locally that I missed out on because of that stupid thing, which sucked because like everyone kind of just like you couldn't talk anymore. We had so many, the funniest story, sad story. Well, I go ahead and grab the image column link here, which will be F. Okay, so watch. All I need to do is just map this sucker. So I've got double brackets, F, and now I've got the image gonna be displayed properly in the image section of the card. Next, I'm gonna go with top G, baby. Top G, son. Name G. That is gonna go here. And then I'll do something special here. We'll call this one price. And the price is coming from H. And then we can click on add button. And we can say see more details. Click open website. And we're going to go to J. That's where I chose. So double bracket, capital J. Bet, save. So look, this is our card. This is our flow. It's going to show the inventory. It's going to show the exact same way as it would on their website. I like the big square versus the skinny rectangle, but you can choose whatever you like. And so we've got the image here, the title here, the subtitle here. If you wanted the entire card to be a link, you could have that work in that way by clicking here, but it's not necessary. And if you just wanted a button here like we've got there, you can have up to 3. And the reason we don't allow more than that is because this is the standard. So Telegram and Messenger and Instagram, Google Business Messages, Telegram, WhatsApp, they're all the most popular messaging services on the planet. That said, let's click save. That said, they're not all doing the exact same thing. And so while these companies need to work together in order for their products to succeed, between the big guys as well as offering API accessibility to the smaller shops like us, we can do some really cool things. Like you see here, this is a whole business. All right, this right here, this is a whole side business of I know people that run software companies that are just this. And they've been doing this for years, and they've been successful at it. And so this is something that is so ahead of its time to be built right in. It's insane. It's one of the things that we're most proud of. Honestly, we have the best Google Sheets integration on the planet, period. I challenge anyone. Challenge them. Dark mode, light mode. We got all the things. All right, so let's make one more function here. Let's do a flow for inventory, or a function for inventory. We'll go to settings and integrations. And let's go to prompt engineering and functions. All right, and so view inventory. All right, so the user to see the list of Honda vehicles upon request. Allows the user to see a list of Honda vehicles upon request. Okay, and then the flows, inventory flow. Continue. Let's go to integrations and just add that in there. In there like swimwear, baby. Boom. All right, and then we're gonna just make sure we've given ourselves the best look we can. Let's do this one. Let's do this. If the user is curious and would like to view Honda's inventory of vehicles, send the inventory flow. Boom. Player. Continue. That is so gangster. Let's see. Let's see if it's going to work. Let's see. AMIG, are you still there? I love the perfect commas. Yes, I'm here. What you say your name was again, cousin? I love it. It knows my slang. I'm Honda AI. Duh. Great. I want to see all the vehicles you've got. Please. Function. I swear it's the only dance move I know, boy. That's how I got my wife. That's how I had Valentine's Day. That's all the moves right here. That's all I had to do. Just play. My wife would come up here and grease me for that one. But look at all these gangster Hondas, man. I'll take all of them. That's a big boy. That's the pilot. Have I seen one of these on the road? I don't even know if I have. Do y'all see how many functions we just ran? We ran 4 functions that quickly. Super, super awesome stuff. Right? Now, I guess we could show you one other thing, maybe. Should we show you one more thing, or should we do a whole thing on, we could just do a whole thing on it. So you just go into the correct link every time. Look at this Type R looking gangster, boy. Need for Speed. Fast and Furious. Now, we could do one more thing. And I think we should do it. We're just going to do it. We're going in. We're going for it. There's something that a lot of people have loved. And they have loved this Honda PDF. They like putting PDFs that are super big in horrible formatting for today's computers or today's AI to read. But ours can do a very good job of this. How to use this manual. They have a whole section on how to use the manual, which is insane. You know you're a gangster when your manual has its own section on how to use the thing. That is when you know you're like Honda thuggin'. All right. So we can look here. This is 100+ pages, and what we can do is find something to test against the AI, and we can say, okay, how well will it be able to tell us what we want to actually know? Do we have to actually read the stuff? So in this case, look at this one: route preferences. The following options. So this is the one I want to test against. Maybe I want to change. What are my options available for route preferences? This is a question that I ask. So let's do that right now. What we're going to do here is we're going to go to our assistance feature in the prompt engineering section. We're going to click add, and we're going to call this Civic AI. Because it's specific to the Civic. Okay, and so here we're going to say you are Honda AI, a user will have a question for you related to their Civic. You are to answer. You are to answer them based on the information contained in the owner's manual PDF. Keep your responses short, clear, and in a friendly tone. Unlike Ryan's. Friendly tone. Bet. All right, and so now we can go to our files here. Click upload. Let's find our Honda file. Where's it at? Right there. Got all the things, baby. It's a big old file. 100 plus pages, man. It's a lot of pages. There's a lot of artwork. And things are not... This is a horrible format, in my opinion. I've seen worse. I have. But this is just a crappy format for have the computer read. It's much better going up and down naturally, like how we read things. But this will work. We should have it work. We'll click OK. And we'll click Save. So now we have Civic AI Assistant available. And so let's do this. We're going to go to our flows section here. And let's do a flow called Civic Assistance. Okay, so let's do this. What we could do is maybe have a card here. Maybe not. Maybe we should have a card. What do you think? Let's do a card here. And let's just grab this guy right here. How about that? Bam. Boom. Screenshot that thing. So we'll upload that screenshot we just took. I think. Boom. All right. And so Honda Civic Guide. And we can say download. Do we want to have that work or not? Open website. We could have the download link right there if we wanted to. So I guess we could do it right there. Let's do that. Whatever. We'll do it real fast. Am I not signed in here? I should be. Yes. I'm in there. Alright, so let's do this. We'll just go to my drive here. And let's do a new folder. Test demo live. Alright, and we will drop it like it's hot. Right there. If we can. If it works. Come on now. There we go. Honda PDF. Less than a minute. Bet. So now we can share this. Share. And it'll be with anyone. Copy the link. Boom. So they can download the thing. Or chat now. Chat. And if we click chat now, what we could do is go here. Boom. And we'll say actions. We could do it like this actually. We'll go, please tell us how we can help. Please tell us how we can help. And here's where it gets fun. What we'll do is we will add one action. Open AI. We'll go to our assistant here. Alright, and here's our assistant. And here's our last input. And so Civic AI is going to take the user's last input, AI reply. Let's do Civic AI. Civic AI reply. Continue. And then what we'll do is we'll add the text here. Civic AI reply. Bam. Just like that. Publish. And it should just work. And so we can click on let's do this. Publish. And let's say I need the manual for my Civic. So what we'll do is we'll go make one more function. Last one of the night. That'll be 5. We'll do, and it'll be the last thing. All right, so let's go to functions, and we'll call this send owner's manual. Allows the user to request the Civic owner's manual. Civic assistance. It should work, I think, without even us doing anything in the prompt. And I think I want to test that now. So I'm going to say, hey, bro, one more thing if you're still there. Love how fast my friend Honda AI Chatbot is getting back with me. I'm going to say, what are we going to do here? It was called send the owner's manual. My man, I need some assistance with my Civic I just purchased yesterday. I don't have the owner's manual. I forgot it. Do you have a copy I can have that you can send me? Come on, function. Come on, function. Work, function. Oof. Let me get you the link for access. Okay. Ah. No. I need assistance with my owner's manual. Come on. No prompt. I can guide you. Okay, so we'll add the starter prompt and it will work. I gave it a little too much credit, but it's all good in the hood. Oh, you know what we forgot, Ryan, you big dummy? Is that what we forgot? Let me go here and check, because that sure would have been dumb. Tell us how we can help. Yeah, so we haven't got that yet. So basically, what we need to do is add a data prompt. So settings, integrations, edit, and that's what we didn't do. Look, send owner's manual. See, it tried. Boy, I think it can do it without. I think it can do it without. My bad. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I just can't even help it, dude. This is... God. Bro, do y'all understand how gangster this is? This thing has already outperformed your last new hire, Honda, in the guest services or customer support department. Already, like, outshined them. It just done all the things right today, in its scale. Because when you're talking to a person, I'm talking to you guys, preaching at you guys, not talking. Unfortunately, I'd rather be talking. But I'm able to convey the message to you all, but you're not able to convey everything back to me because I can't listen to everyone all at once. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the capacity to. AI totally does have the capacity to talk to all you guys at the same exact time, which is incredible. And so what we've got here is the ability to download the thing, which we can do. See, we can download it as a customer just like that. What up, lead magnet? Or we could chat now. All right, so this is going to ask what we want to chat about. Is basically what it's going to ask us here. If we see this correct, please tell us how we can help. Oh, okay. So this needs to be a get user data. Duh. Dumb, Ryan. Dumb. All right, so we'll go here, and we won't be dumb this time. We'll say, please let us know how we can help. This is going to be a get user data element here. It'll be text, and we'll say Civic question. Civic question. We won't allow them to skip. And so we'll make one change, and that is going to be to go here. Civic question. Now it will work. Publish, and we can just hit preview here. Well, yeah, let's just grab this link actually in this case. We'll copy that, come back over here, pop it in there. So we can click download or chat now. We'll click chat now. Please let us know how we can help. And so let's go back to the Honda PDF and we'll try to find some text that we think will be worth asking a question about. Because I forgot what we were doing earlier. What is this page number? Let's see the map. What do we want to see? We want to see some actual like text and not just like a bunch of like small bullets. Route calculation method. The following options are available. Okay, so let's ask about the route calculation method. What are the options for? What are the options for the route calculation method feature? Let's see if we get this thing right. So when you're searching a document of this size with this many pages with so many graphics on it, civic reply. So this is not the correct deal here. Civic question, civic AI reply. Let's make sure. Civic AI reply should be working, right? Let's hit that one more time. And let's hit it one more time right here. Getting late. My eyes are giving out on me now. Come on now, player. Get through it. Copy. V. Bam. Hit me again. So this is not right here. What have I done wrong on this little guy? Civic question. Civic AI reply. Let's just hit reply. Response. The response. Custom field, the response. Save. Now. So let's go here, give it a second to think. Let's do a little McFresherson. Play, let's see, there's my custom field, the response. Good. The response is how you gotta break it down step by step. And this is another reason why I'm telling you you don't want no big flow. So the last thing you want to do is be looking at all the little boxes. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's just click it again, see what happens. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Hit me. There it is, baby. There it is. So now the options for the route calculation method feature are fastest, shortest, and suggested, which is exactly what they have here, wherever we saw that. Which is, again, I don't even want to search for that again. But we see they have the crazy characters here. This is coming from OpenAI. They tell you they're from the citation, or these are citations. So they tell you in the documentation that they're unreadable. I don't fully understand why they make it like this. I'm sure that'll be something that we could easily have taken care of eventually. They'll probably have like an on-off citation toggle. That's what I'm thinking they'll do if I have to play mind chess. But what we can do is a little thing called prompt chaining. So you're just getting the whole thing tonight. This is the last step though. Very advanced stuff, but we made it very easy. So we're going to get our response here, the response. But then we're going to do a little double up action. And so we're going to take the following phrase, sentence or message and rephrase it in a friendly and helpful tone. And so we've got the response. And I'll put that in quotation marks, because this is what we're saying, and we're basically just cleaning it. And we'll say cleaned reply. And I think that should be perfect, player. And continue, and text, and this should be the very last one. Cleaned reply. Bam, playa. All right, so let's see if we got that thing like we like it. We'll grab the publish link. Bam. See, the publish link is much more better. You see everything here clearly. So you can still download it if you wanted to. It's going to go right back here. So straight open on your phone if you needed to do that. Or we could chat now. Please tell us what you need. And so let's find one more question here. Let's go just random. Okay, GPS satellites, address calculation, database, the digitized map. What is this? The system limitations. Oh, the database is not processed. It tells you all the different things. It goes here. Resolving so let's do this. Let's do contacting the customer support. If neither the available help. I think we should do that one. Let's do, is this only a Canadian thing? American Honda is right here in front of me. Stupid. All right. Let's do that. Should we ask that question? What should we ask, man? I want to ask something like with substance that actually matters, but this like manual sucks. Do we see any chunk of text that looks like worth asking about? Okay, finding a location using coordinates. You can find a location using coordinates and latitude and longitude. Let's do that. How do I find a location using coordinates? That's what we'll ask. How do I use my GPS to find a location using coordinates? Double question mark, bro. And it's going to do a double function. AI block, psh, AI block, psh. There's your response. Gang. Mic dropped. Mic thrown down to the ground, son. Mic thrown down to the ground. And that is where we are going to end this thing tonight, man. Whew, boy. It is a good time to be in AI. That is all I can say, folks. It's a good time to be in AI. If you're thinking about it, take the jump. Play. You're getting the keys dropped in your hand to a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. You might wake up in a Bugatti if that's your dream. This is what I think you should do. I think you should go all in on AI. I think you should have fun with what you do in life. I think you should try your best to improve not only your own situation and your own family situation. If you can, use your God-given gifts and the world's best technology to improve other people's lives. This is amazing stuff, folks. It's fun with the Fast and Furious deal, but this is going to change massive societal changes here. Mostly, I think, are going to be amazingly good, but there will be some tough things to work through. If you hate your job, if you are slightly interested in the pre-NFT Gary V advice, I'm not going to stop hating on Gary. We'll see each other again, I'm sure, one day. Again, he's the man, but the NFT thing where he has played at, it's not been my favorite thing. All I'll say on that situation, just to be clear. Gary's still a gangster, man. Can't take anything away from the G at all. I thought at one point Tap the Table might have actually be looked at merging or be purchased by Gary a long time ago when he started Customer. But that thing is, or not Customer, he started Community. I think that's what it's called. The text messaging platform. Like literally, like legitimately, guys, the entire, and he doesn't see this, Nobody sent this to them. But their entire SaaS, their entire company was like a text messaging. It was our inbox was just text messaging. That's all it was. There's no gangster stuff. It was like the worst rollout. I'd be embarrassed. That said, if he had actually had the eyeballs on our system, we'd have been purchased at a very undervalued dollar amount for sure, and he'd be a billionaire, and he'd be probably have purchased the jets by now. Nobody better send this to him because I'm good on that right now. Gary, don't you call me, man. I know how you were when I was in your office and you tried to buy my former boss's business in the first 3 minutes of meeting the guy. That was crazy. So it's wild, but what we were doing is so far beyond what people understand. I understood then. Honestly, it's funny that I brought that up. The day I saw them, push that company, and many folks jumping on that service because of the hype, I was like, holy cow! Like the whole world is like nothing to do with Gary Visual in this point, but the technology was bad. It was piss poor. I mean, there's a thing, guys. Don't judge a book by its cover. It works in both ways. Some things that you might not find attractive turn out to be very, very, very beautiful, right? But other things that appear to be very beautiful are very, very ugly. That is the case with a lot of this software coming out today. It's going to look very nice, but if it doesn't work, what is the point, bro? Why are you wasting time with this when it doesn't even work, or it does so little, or there's just very, very little value? Sure, it looks nice and it's cool to play with, but are you working or are you playing? Now, the way we are looking at things, maybe you guys remember, there's this famous website called Craigslist, okay? This is like one of the most beautiful websites ever in existence of the internet. So like gangster website, man. I don't care who you are. It's laid out in a way you understand that thing. It's fast. It's friendly. You get it. I've been now again. Let's be upfront. I've not been on this site in many years. But this has been a huge one, and many folks would say that thing is ugly. But the beauty is in the eye of the internet viewer, right? And so I say that with kind of a joke because it almost does look like a joke. But when you really think about it, like there's some something to be said about the way they designed that whole site, and it was kind of freaking awesome to be quite honest. Very dynamic for such a 90s era internet feel. Man, so those are the good old days. These are real gangster hacker days, man. But I'll tell you, this is the time. If you had that interest, and say you're a lawyer, hate being a lawyer, but you're good at it maybe, or you've done it for a while, done it long enough to know you don't like it, but maybe you could use your knowledge as an attorney to pivot over into AI land. And imagine instead of dealing with your the clients that you've dealt with, instead you're dealing with other lawyers maybe. Or the same thing if you're a doctor. These are the positions to where everyone used to think these are such high capacity intelligence jobs that they're just going to always be around and forever paid bukus of the big bucks, and maybe well deserved. But at the same time, the experts here, the Sam Altmans, are telling us all that we're going to be the ones, the chatbot builders. We're going to be the ones that create these assistants and these AI agents that totally shake up everything. Not just the chatbot platform space. We've already shaken everything up in this whole space. It's like a trampoline, okay? It's like nobody was bouncing. Everybody was just like static, snoozing and losing. And then CBB come up in here, powered by GPT, and we're like, wham, 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 waking everybody up. That's what it's like. And nobody knows what to do. They can't stop you. There's too many of us. This is the swarm. We are the swarm. This is how it's going down. And I love it. Every second of it. And if you have been in my shoes, you know how it feels. Mir knows how it feels. You got adrenaline pumping because you know you've got some sauce that you're going to share with the world that might change some things, that might move some mountains. You've got the tool. You've got the team of my team and myself behind you, how can you lose? How can you not succeed? You've got the best technology and the best people on the planet who have your back. On top of that, you've got an amazing community of over 1,000 on Discord. We're very, very selective on who we let into the Facebook group, because I've said since day one, people don't get it until they get it. I don't care about these big numbers, man. I've been in the business of like dealing with people in my industry fudging numbers the entire time I've been in this thing, from Facebook and Instagram inflating numbers potentially to YouTube inflating numbers. I don't buy any of it, like with a grain of salt. I just care about the result. The result is what I want to see. And the way you get the results, you do the work. No one knows you're doing the work unless you show them you're doing the work. Don't talk about it, be about it. Asta did it. Ask ChatGPT, who's the most famous person in AI in Fiji. Ask them questions about my man. Ask some questions about Wendy or myself. ChatGPT knows us. You want to be known. You want to have a brand. You want to be sought after. The thing that Wendy and I have been working together now, 4 years now? I guess 4 years. We've never had to go run around chasing after clients, ever. In fact, they always come to us. Forever. We've never had to go way out of our way to go get business. And we've scaled it exactly the rate we wanted to scale. And it's been amazing. And we have been very choosy with the clients that we ever worked with directly, because you don't want to work with everyone. Not everyone is going to be a good client. And so what I'm trying to say here is you've got to put in the work, which most of you are all willing to do. You're willing to put in the work to a point. When it comes down to being a gangster, everybody wants to be a gangster, but nobody wants to do the gangster stuff. Nobody does. But you got to do it. You got to be like Mir. You got to she made the Facebook page, guys, just to demo, just to do it. Because I was challenging her. Why I love her so much? She's not one to back down from a challenge. My man Danny, you'll never see him back down from a challenge. You challenge him, you're going down. If you challenge Danny, you understand? If you challenge him, you're going down. Like, even if you know something that he might not know. He has resources. He will figure that thing out, and he will scoop you like John Cena would, okay? Or Conor McGregor would, or whoever these UFC dudes are. I can't keep up with them. Whoever the coolest, Sean Strickland. Danny Monzon with Sean Strickland in a heartbeat if you tried him in AI and chatbots. You're not going to smoke him in anything in this industry, okay? That's the people I love, man. You got the grit, persistency. You think you're going to make Asta have a bad day? Are you crazy? Where are you going, man? You cannot affect this man's vibe. This dude is vibing in Fiji, wilding on the island of Fiji, schooling the whole island, all the islands out there on AI. The day he told me, Ryan, you won't believe this, I was out taking some buddies out, driving them or picking them up, dropping them off, whatever, over the weekend, and I saw some guys from the university, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're Asta. We just were legitimately talking about you at our college, like after class club or whatever. I forget what the thing was. Sorry, Asta. You have to clarify that, clear that up with the people, because they're gonna want to know." That's when I knew things were taking off. When he told me that, like, it was getting around so quickly. Oh, dude, I was like, oh man, this is about to go so fast. And right about that time, we started ramping up. The hockey stick is like this, dude. And it's not going down. It's not slowing down. Slight slowdown since the GPT soar. That thing sucks. And that, I think you'll realize that the smartest people of the sheeple people, they have realized quickly, okay, this is not the thing I wanted to focus on, the GPT store stuff, because this is like, you're paying to be no offense, man, you're paying to be a lab rat. You're paying the researchers to research on you, and you're paying them to do work. That's Where's the lie? Where has anyone made $1 from their GPT store? We've made more sales for our end user in our GPT store than OpenAI has. Facts. That's a fact. Now that could change tomorrow if they decide to like start paying people, but that won't make sense the way the current model is. And I think that would be, if I was in that position, I'd probably do the same thing, and that's keep my big mouth shut on that topic. That's exactly what I would do. I would like let things be available, let it be open, and I would do what I'm doing as a company, OpenAI. I'm researching. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to find out all the things that people really want, all the things people are searching for. And then I'm also going to know, so I've got both ends as OpenAI, both ends of the spectrum. They're so smart when it comes to this. They learn what the people are searching for. Then they also learn what are the developers developing to bring real solutions for. And what we've seen them do, let's be real about this, guys. Like, the big elephant in the room here is something I'm not afraid of at all. And that's why, like, I think we're just, we have swagger that these other companies just don't have, because they're not confident. Fact. That is the real deal. If we were PDF chat or chat PDF guy, the program, whatever, the 100 websites that were, the 100 applications that were made from this embedding technology that became very popular last year, the first dude that, like, if I'm not mistaken, that guy was like doing like 500 grand in subscriptions, like his first or second month of like operating, which is like absurd. Like that is not the norm. We don't do those numbers here. Not yet, baby. Not yet. But like his first or second month to do that much, insane. But you know what they say, easy come, easy go. That is something that is for real. We've been on the grind with chat bots full time in this since 2020. Real deep since 2018. Real deep. It wasn't our core offering until 2020, but 2018, 2019, this was a huge leverage that we had that nobody understood. But nobody was talking about chatbots in 2018, bro. And now everybody is. Now everybody's like coming back to it. It's only going to increase in demand. It's only going to increase in the ability to solve problems. You're only going to be in a net positive market, man. I'll end here. Before there were cars, like we started with in this video, with the Fast and Furious, this is a great way to end this. I feel like I'm smart sometimes. I like to have fun. So even if I'm not smart, I'm having fun. I don't care. As long as we're solving problems, we're good. Basically, guys, you don't want to be in an industry that is going to decline on you as you're trying to climb. Decline goes down, to climb goes up. Okay, if you, before the car was invented, if you really wanted to work on putting horseshoes on horses, or you really wanted to only build horse wagons, you never wanted to get into the car manufacturing business, although you see it's happening before your very eyes, where yesterday everybody and their mama had them a horse and a buggy. Now they're trading those horses for actual vehicles. Okay, so one of the biggest jobs all around the United States that just went away like that were any sort of job related to horses and carriages. This is not a thing. Where's the nearest place to get your horseshoe repaired for your horse? Hello? Nobody has horses anymore. Unless you're balling and rich. You know, basically, at this point in America. And so, or, you know, you're showing horses, okay? How baller are you to do that? Like, that's beyond me. I tell you, the horseshoe guy, you got no, like, how many could be in one city or one state where there's no horses? So you see what I'm saying here? Like, you can't be dependent on a declining market. Now, if you were instead interested in not horses and buggies at this time, before, like, when the car is first starting to arrive here, starting to be adopted, just like this AI, hello, it's the same thing except massively more powerful. if you're interested in the car business as it is becoming, as it's emerging, as it's becoming a thing, that's where you make the money, when you can innovate early. And so that's a way that we're going fast and furious into the future. We know where we've been in the past. We know where we are currently today. We can make some pretty good decisions and educated guesses where we're going to go. And I think that basically what's happened here is we've not done a really good job, maybe. Didn't mean to click on that. We've not done a very good job, maybe, of understanding just how fast we've just sped things up. The last thing I'll say, for real, I believe it was last night or the night before, they said that AGI, or singularity, whatever you want to call it, was like predicted somewhere between 2040 and 2060. And I believe, my phone just dropped. I believe that we're going to be there in like 2 years, maximum. If that happens, guys, boy, I don't know what's going to happen, man. But the whole world will change in massive ways. And so we've got to be prepared for that. Prepare quickly to make as much money as you want to make, to be set up as you can be, and to control whatever market or industry or niche you want to control, or optimize your business as best you can, and let that thing ride, man. And let's just ride this wave all out and see where we go. And with that, that's all she wrote, baby. I'm going to leave y'all on this Valentine's Day with a little bit of love and a little bit of gangster glasses action going on, because you know that's how I do it. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me this whole time. Let's create the world's best technology together through the rest of 2024 and beyond, baby. Thank you for hanging with me.